Hello there everyone, my name's Ayumu and this is the Binding of Isaac. Well, let's get going. We're gonna do a challenge and we're gonna do... I don't know. I didn't think this through. We're gonna keep unlocking things actually. So we'll just spin the wheel at random. And then we'll go from there figuring out what we need to do. Oh, good Blue Baby! I love Blue Baby! It's my face, man. It's my face. I got nothing done with Blue Baby. So, you know, sky's the limit. So, hey, guys. I have not, I'm making these like I want to. My apologies. I got a lot to say. I was just listening to some videos and stuff, and I put a lot on my brains that I wanted to talk about. First one being, and this is just personal life stuff, you guys like going to the dentist? I don't. Videos may slow down a lot. Be forewarned. Streams may as well. I have to have my wisdom teeth pulled out. I'm not excited about that. Also, this is like episode 51 or something. Or 52 if I forgot to upload one because I'm a dingus. But over 50, holy crap. That is a lot of videos. That's just me talking. But man, it's a lot of videos. But yeah, so you guys have fun. Oh, as Blue Baby, it might not be worth 2 spirit hearts. I'd love to find 1 bomb. I will probably pop over there and take it anyway. But man, would I like to not have to. Just give me a bomb right here. You know, just 1 bomb. Squeezy, give me 2 spirit hearts, make me feel more comfortable with it. So, with the uncomfortable things, what do you guys usually do to get over them? All that fun jazz. I don't handle needles well at all. Needles and spiders. If you want to know my kryptonite, needles and spiders. There's little that bothers me more than needles and spiders. So, if you are going to prank me, there's your pranking material. And I will take a swing at you if you do that to me. I'm not kidding. I really don't like needles and spiders. Where's our secret room? This is something I don't do, and I'm sure Oni will be happy to tell me. Don't search for secret rooms, like at all. So look at that. There's just more poop in there. That's why I don't look for secret rooms. Actually, I'm lazy. That's the real reason I don't look for secret rooms. And I forgot that he did a whole heart of damage. But yeah, we can use bombs aggressively, very easily. It's not going to be much of a problem. He'll be dead. We'll get a fancy-dancy orbital. Poop that disappeared immediately. Because I don't want the poop to hang around. Anyway. And we used 10 bombs already. That's pretty bad, but it could be a lot worse. So, the first thing I wanted to talk about this today was just the fact of, like, heads up. That's actually why videos have slowed down, is my jaw hurts like 62% of the time. It's kind of like unique situations my jaw doesn't hurt. I really don't want kidney bean. It's like very unique situations that my jaw doesn't like hurt some. So on stream I can take more breaks. Recording a video, I can't really take breaks, and I have been taking breaks from stream. You know, guys know that I love you. You guys are fantastic people. Stay beautiful. But that's one reason. It's not the best reason. I'm trying to break some of my bad habits about letting more things get in the way. Also, my dog's barking in the background. That's one of the reasons I haven't been recording, is I've had a terrible sleep cycle. And these are just excuses. You know, don't worry about it. Don't even. Oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. Oh my god, his creep disappeared. But yeah, so, and then here's one of the bigger things I wanted to talk about is the length of a game. Length of games in general. Doesn't have to be any specific game, but just the length of games. How, because I've talked to people about this. I've kind of talked to people about this before, and I mean, how long does a game need to be? Like, can I really honestly say The Binding of Isaac is a 500-hour game? Are most people going to put 500 hours in this game? Probably not. But it's also a game that you make of it what it is. You kind of pick how long you want to play this game. Yes, there's the 100%, but every game has 100%ing in it available. Whether it's literally you just complete the game, and that's 100%, or you take further steps because you want to. Like, Fallout. If you want 100% Fallout, you know, how do you do that? Even for one thing, oh, should be on me. But that's some people, like the completionist. I got respect for that guy. You know, he does a fantastic job, and he completes a lot of games. Like it's literally his whole shtick. He's a great YouTuber. Go check him out. Tell him I said hi. Tell him someone he's never talked to says hi. But with it, and now no deals with the angel. Man, I'm playing dirty here. I want that item, but it will literally kill me. So I think that'll increase my chance for deals with the angel, maybe. Excuse me. Oh, it split my chance between the two. That's interesting. I'm not someone who likes to complete games. Now, I guess this is falling a little bit on deaf ears, because I am playing this game to complete it for the third time. Or 3 times. This is an abnormality. A lot of times, some of the achievements, like the Lost. If I didn't love this game, Lost is tedious as all hell let out. I don't like the Lost. I don't know if there are that many people who do. And if you're one of them, you are nuts, and I have, like, sort of scared respect for you. I could not imagine doing the Lost for fun. Maybe as a challenge for fun, but not actually playing the Lost for, you know, strictly entertainment value. It's too difficult for me. I mean, I'd rather, like, you know, Dark Souls it, but and then Dark Souls is another example. A lot of people get turned off by its insane difficulty. And every game with difficulty options, well, you know, you could just up the difficulty. And that's how you make the game harder for yourself. That's how you get more longevity out of the game. Once again, not necessarily my cup of tea, but that's somebody's cup of tea. Also, I want to see the completionist video on The Binding of Isaac. I think he said he was going to make one. And then, donating hurts my chance for a deal with the devil. Very interesting. And then, so the length of a game, like, I know a lot of people, you know, you're picking up a game. We don't all have unlimited money. I got very little monies. I mean, look, I only got 2 pennies on me. But I don't have a lot of money. So I want to pick my games carefully. You know, how much time am I going to get out of my game? A lot of times, I feel, on limited budgets, you want more time out of your games, which is why games like The Binding of Isaac with its hypothetical infinite replayability, and Counter-Strike, and Dota, and League, because they have like hypothetical infinite playability, anything multiplayer has more playability than something not multiplayer. Because you're playing with people, and this is my opinion. I guess I should insert that right now. This is just my opinion on it. Because with playing with multiple people, the experience is never the same because you're not playing with the same people. And even if you are, on your team, the other team isn't necessarily the exact same one. And differences... I couldn't get out of the creep. We'll just restart this. Differences absolutely occur. Because in different guns, different maps, people are improving at the game, blah, blah, blah. So multiplayer games, or multiplayer aspects, definitely help out a game's longevity. Which is, a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's awesome that, some games can get more playership out of it. And then you just sometimes get tired of the game, good or bad reason. Maybe you've just sunk so much time into it. I really like Battlefield 3. Battlefield 4 came out, and I quit playing Battlefield 3 because the person I was playing with quit Battlefield 3, and I didn't want to buy Battlefield 4. At that time, I had stopped playing. We played it on PS3, and I had just stopped playing on my PS3. I was streaming, and I couldn't stream on my PS3. Literally the only reason. They're fantastic games I still want to pick up. I just don't have a PS3 anymore because I still have to pay rent. But what made that game less fun, or why did I want to stop? Besides that, because for me personally, sometimes I just get tired of the game. I didn't like a lot of the weapons. I never wanted to use sniper rifles because I am god awful at them. So I would sorry, this is a stuffy. I would play the crap out of it, like with one gun. So I was really good with that one gun. But that didn't give me a lot of variety. That's another thing with multiplayer. Like I play League of Legends a very minor amount. I play it with my friends. That's it. Like pick. Ooh. Sad Onion's great. It's some sweet, sweet tears. But so I play it with my friends. And I only play the character Ari because that's the only character I want to play as. Excuse me on the word. I'm getting way snifflier than I thought I would. But so it's because League of Legends free. It's a better value than The Binding of Isaac or Final Fantasy VIII or Final Fantasy 15 or Kingdom Hearts or Far Cry or Fallout. So what I was trying to say, way off it, is one, how do you guys feel about the time of a game? Like how long it takes you to play a game? Because I know there are a lot of people who they very, very much like Grand Theft Auto, Elite Dangerous. I was looking at you, Scott. OJ. Yeah, 100% orange juice. But what makes it so a game is worth more to you? I don't mean like value-wise. Like, why would you play a game? Is it the time? Is it the enjoyment? The story? Obviously, this game, I'm not playing it for the story. I am sorry, Binding of Isaac, but your story is not compelling enough for me to play you for 350 hours. Multiple days in my life have been devoted, full days, devoted to this odd game, which was not allowed on at the App Store because it like promoted child violence or involved child violence or something silly like that. But other games still like, ah, sure, why not? So hopefully it'll come to Android. I would like, and maybe it's like the first Binding of Isaac. Honestly, that'd be cool just to have it available for other people, even if it's not Rebirth, or if it was just Rebirth and not Afterbirth, or whatever. I'd like to see more people have access to this game because it's a lot of fun. So, you know, what makes a game worth playing, and what makes it not worth playing? And maybe, I guess, playing isn't the right word. Buying, picking it up. And please don't use the excuse I'll buy it on sale, because I'm wondering, like, new. Because obviously, like, there's just some games that are, like, old and I don't want to pick up. Like, Skyrim is on sale right now. It's, like, $5. And I'm still not going to pick it up. It's just my personal preference. I'll get into that later or another time. I mean to draw blood immediately in this video. 16 minutes into this video. But, because, like, some of the most memorable games people talk about. BioShock. All the BioShock games are very highly praised, I think. Well, some people hate BioShock 2, which I feel has the most solid combat. I don't know about story, but combat I feel is the most solid. Even above the newest one, which is Infinite. I still like 2's combat more, because I liked having all the guns. I didn't like being limited to 2, and I didn't like the shield recharging. Because it just felt like I took way more damage and got away with more. Which normally I am totally for, because I'm bad at video games. And I just got done with, like, DMC Devil May Cry, which there's a lot left that I could play. One, there's DLC. It's, like, half of a full game, I think, in the story, for, like, $9, which really isn't that bad a price, considering some people sell that for, like, $30, $50, just for a silly add-on. It's like, why? No! So, what makes that? Oh, absolutely. I do lose a little bit out on one Spirit Heart, but one Spirit Heart for this abso-freaking-lutely. Now, hopefully I can just get 3 balls of steel. Can't get 3 balls of steel. Let's go back up here. I think the game's okay. It's not the best game I've ever played. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's not the worst game I've ever played. It was good. I enjoyed my time with the game. Granted, I bought it, like, super sale on Humble Bundle for, like, $3, or for, like, $8, and I got, like, 7, 8 games. So, but I did play it on PlayStation 3 first, and I considered picking it up. My roommate picked it up. So I didn't want to buy another copy of it, because I was going to play his copy. Because I'm not someone who completes games, and where the game gets a lot of its longevity is, my opinion, is if you want to complete it. I am not someone who completes games. I am absolutely not a completionist. I am the plays games and wants to finish the-mist, but half the time doesn't because he gets sidetracked and deletes his save data on accident and then gets very salty about it. Not that that's happened recently. That's why I don't finish JRPGs. I accidentally deleted my save data. And those, it's like 50 hours back into the game to get my save data back. Like Monster Hunter. I had 80 hours gone because my memory card for my 3DS got messed up. Well, I had to switch it to a new one. Actually, no, it didn't get messed up. I had to switch it to a new one. And before I realized, also don't know how you transfer from one memory card to another, but it was gone, and I just like, I'm done. I don't want to go back to the game. Because I had some higher level stuff. So. I'm kind of a big deal about that game. But can a game just have a really good story and make it worthwhile? It doesn't, or not, just fun. Doesn't have, like, Portal. I don't think Portal has a very good story. It's an excellent puzzle game. I don't really care about its story. That's not why I play Portal. Maybe that's why you play Portal, and that's awesome. More power to you. I don't really care about its story. I like the puzzles. I like the Portal gun. I still don't fully understand portals, but I like the Portal gun. It's fun. They did a fantastic job on the puzzles for it. What makes that one a better... Okay, there's custom maps for that, but let's ignore the custom maps, because I never touch custom maps. What makes that better than... I'm trying to think of it. DMC. I'm just going to use that. DMC is... I'm going to say for most people is one playthrough. Devil May Cry is a hack and slash stylist game, where it's like the acrobatic moves and stuff you do. Hey, I turned into Mom. The acrobatic movement and everything is a huge part in the game. I should definitely go donate in case I die. It's a huge part in the game. So, you know, you kind of got to know what you're getting into. Call of Duty is all about the multiplayer. The story exists, but it is not the selling point. It wasn't the most engaging story for me either. I started playing... I do have Black Ops 3. And me and Pick... It's multiplayer campaign. Me and Pick were going through it, and then we just got our schedules all mishmashed, and we never finished it. Well, maybe he's finished it. I haven't finished. I can't speak for him. We did not finish playing the game together. But that doesn't mean it's bad. It just meant, you know, it was different. I'll just donate the crap out of this. Also, I'm stopping more because I have a drink here. The medicine I have to take because of my teeth is nasty. It's kind of lingering on my tongue. So, the length of a game, I don't think, should be your defining factor. Not every game is going to be The Witcher or Fallout and have 6,000 hours, or 200 hours, let's be reasonable, 200 hours to play through. And I actually think that's a detracting factor in games sometimes. If we go to, like, the average person, how much free time does the average person have? I'm going to say probably not that much. Because you have jobs and stuff. There's only so much time in the day. I don't know what to do about that. All right. let's what's a quick challenge? Highbrown? Darkness Falls? Solar System Suicide Kings? I want to keep talking. Is the host? Oh, excuse me. Is the host a quick one? Goes to Mom? Yeah, we're going to this one. But what makes those games better or worse? If you're only buying one game, then absolutely, like one game a year, let's just say, or something like that, absolutely the longest game is the best game. Because it's going to get the most time out of it for you. Makes sense. If you're not buying games often, you want the game to go as far as it can. And those games don't necessarily... You don't have to make it longer on its own. Devil May Cry, you have to make longer on its own. There's a difficulty mode in the game where everything gets one hit. Literally everything. You and every enemy gets one hit in the game. And there's an alternate. You die in one hit no matter what. Even the smallest enemy tap, you're dead. Everything else has regular health. If you want to be real hardcore about the game. You know, so that, I feel, is... you can't count that into its average play. Because that's, I think, unjustifiable. It's not, and everyone would do it. Lots of people would play on hard mode, but not as many... Most people would play, I'm going to say, most people play a game on normal, and then they're done with it. Maybe I'm off basis. That's just what I feel. You know, most people will at least play a game on normal mode. Maybe on easy. I'll give them credit and say normal mode. I feel games should be played on... Obviously, if it's too hard for you, don't play it outside of your capabilities, but I feel most games should be played on normal mode to get the fuller experience on it. But then again, some games like Devil May Cry 3 were too difficult Like Devil May Cry 3 was Japanese as like ultra mode on our normal mode, so they kind of wanked up that setting there. But Fallout has tons of time in it, and Skyrim has tons of time to complain. Bethesda games, I guess I should just say in general, tons of time to complain in. But to me, I don't want to do all the searching around and everything. I feel sometimes a game should just be the game. Because what's wrong with that? What's so bad about a game just being itself? The Binding of Isaac knows what it is. It's a twin-stick shooter with randomized elements, but it adds more into it, but it also doesn't detract from it at all. Like, the fact that I'm playing this game... Oh, hey, cool. Halfway down. I could play it for 5 minutes and enjoy myself. Well, I can't. Your average person probably can. You can play it for a very short amount of time and enjoy yourself a lot. I will do this. I personally want to finish every run, but the worst case, it's an hour. Maybe an hour and a half if you're really, really into a run. It's not, 50 hours. There's nothing that says... And you can actually pick up at any point in this, which makes it a lot... I don't want to say better, but accessible. Because it's very brief. You just boom, done. Or, I want to go back into it. Whatever time. And Mario games, they're platformers. There are hidden things in there which are cool, but it knows it's a platformer, and I mean literally no disrespect by this. This is how I feel. This is directed more towards kids, but absolutely accessible for adults. Like, it just... I'm not the biggest fan of Mario games, but I like platformers. They don't have to be the hardest platformers out there. Mario levels tend to get more difficult the further on you go. I think some of the more recent ones were a lot easier, but I have never beaten Mario 3. I've only beaten Mario 1. Super Mario Bros. 1 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's the only one I've ever beaten. That doesn't make it better or worse than any other. Like Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy took me like 26 hours to beat. I didn't complete it. I just beat the game. And not every game needs to be The Witcher, where there's 6 billion side quests to do. And what the developer wants to make is what the game should be, I feel. Obviously, publishers and blah, blah, blah get involved. I don't know anything about that. Don't ask me about that. I'm no publisher. But when you stick in a whole bunch of things that a game doesn't need, like if... And I know I might get some backlash for this, but if Mario had RPG elements, not Super Mario RPG or any of the Paper Marios, I mean like literally just RPG elements in a Mario game. It doesn't need that. A regular platformer Mario doesn't need RPG elements. Why can't it just be a platformer? Why does it have to have a crafting system? No Mario game's done this that I know of, but... Actually, maybe... Mario 60 or Mario Sunshine did this. I don't know. Like I've not played a lot of Mario games. Not the biggest Nintendo fan. But why throw in more crap than your game needs? If you want to do that, like you feel ambitious and you want to do that, then go ahead. Cool. Expand the game market or expand your game or whatever. But do you need to add things that just feel awkward just because you can add them? Which is how I feel about some games. More so what people say to me about games kind of reflects my opinion. This is going to be an unpopular one. Undertale is not my favorite game out there. It's a good game. I can definitely say I'm glad they didn't put it higher than $10. 15 would be acceptable. I'm not gonna like shortcut it. Like, this is barely worth $10. And I was actually lucky enough that Bled donated the game to me, which is awesome. But when I had my first experience with it, a lot of it felt like padding. I do not like the combat in it. If you like it, that is fantastic. It's like mini-game bullet hells. Which is legit awesome. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I did not. And the fact I wanted to be a pacifist. I'm sure everyone's heard that at least, even if you don't know anything about Undertale. I wanted to be a pacifist. I didn't want to kill everything. I wanted to be a good person. But everyone's telling me I can't experience the full game yet. I need to play through it again. And while I enjoyed the game, I didn't want to play through it again. So to be told that, like, the game isn't complete unless I play through it again on the violent path, that didn't encourage me more to play it. It kind of made it detracted from it. I have other gripes with it, but for safety and spoilers' sake, I won't talk about them. I'm not even going to put a spoiler warning, just I'm not going to talk about them here. Maybe I'll make a video or something if a lot of people want to hear my thoughts on it. Mom items, holy crap. But meh. And with games like Fallout, I went through it. I got to the end credits, and I was done with the game. A gentleman I work with, and honestly, play a game however you want to play it. It's your game, it's your time. You play the game the way you feel you want to play it. I'm not going to tell you how to play. It's your game. Play it however you want. Unless you don't know the controls and you're literally harping on saying the game is bad, and then you're bad because you refuse to learn its base controls. But he went through the game, and I honestly found Fallout very, very easy. I found little to no challenge, even on the toughest of enemies. Like, what are they called? Death Claws, I think. Were a cakewalk. Starter pistol. I'm killing everything. Yeah, I did upgrade it. I upgraded my stats, I guess, too well. And when I talked to the person about it, all of his responses were like the weakest shit ever. Oh, well, why don't you up the difficulty? Well, no, I don't want to up the difficulty mid-game. This is who I am as a gamer. I don't want to up the difficulty mid-game. I feel awkward about that. Like, I feel I have to make the game harder on myself. And I kind of feel the game does a bad job if I have to make it harder on myself. Why don't I just never put on equipment? Why don't I punch everything without upgrading my strength? Or my melee or whatever. Like Dark Souls Soul Level 1 or something along those lines. I'm artificially making the game harder on myself. And that doesn't really jibe with me. There are times I make games harder on myself. But if I have to... No. Why do I have to? You could just enjoy the game the way it is. Shut up. Alright, good point, comment section, who actually usually isn't that mean. And my god, do I appreciate that. He says, as then he gets a whole bunch of hate comments about it. But he was playing the game, and I was talking to him about it. Oh, excuse me. So I wanted his opinions on it, because I never really played a Fallout game. I enjoy Fallout 4. I think it's a good game. I think it's worth picking up. I don't know about its DLC. I haven't touched it. But I think the game itself is definitely worth picking up. I enjoyed... Except for building. I think the building mechanic in the game is garbage, but I enjoyed everything about the game that I played. Besides that, I can see forever. Love that guy's voice. So when I was talking to him about it, because I wanted to talk about some of the later parts in the game. He had the game since launch, and I was like, alright, yeah, that's cool, you know, I can talk with him about it. I work at a game store, so he would, you know, I thought we could have some good conversations about it. Well, he didn't beat the game like 2 months in. I guess it's actually very close, so 1 month in, I'm going to say, actually. In fact, he never even hit, like, the level 25, or level 20, even, in the game, which doesn't take that long. Kind of just for, like, facto's sake. It does not take that long to get there. It probably takes, like, you know, 15, 20 hours or so, but just playing the game, you level up fairly quickly. I think my total play time on it, and I got to, like, level 50-ish or something, was, like, I don't know, maybe 60 hours? I think more, I think closer to, like, 50. And it wasn't that he wasn't playing the game, he tripled my time in it. Which was, you know, confusing to me, because what he was doing was he was just restarting it. Hell, you know, if that gets you your time out, if you never complete a game, you're always restarting it. More power to you. Like I said, you play the game the way you want. Just, you know, be cautious about talking about playtime to people. Like, I don't tell people that this game has literally 500 hours of gameplay in it, because I'm going to say the average person isn't going to put that much time into it. And probably the Steam statistics will back me up on that. Maybe the average hardcore player will. But that's hardcore. You're already limiting your demographic. Not that the game is limiting their demographic. I mean, with that, like, saying who has lots of time in it. So, I don't know. Just give it some thought. Like, what makes you want games more? I don't even know if I really have a good answer. I do look at playtime a lot, but I also look at how enjoyable the game is going to be, because some games I never finish. I don't finish a lot of JRPGs, but I love my time with it. The biggest reason I don't finish them is a lot of them I play on handheld. I really like JRPGs on handhelds. They're very accessible for me. And a lot of the times I get caught up in everything. Life just catches up with me. So I don't go through them. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Just because 10.5. Oh, 10.5 is pretty solid. It's not a bad thing just to not finish a game. Did I enjoy it? Like, did I regret my purchase? That's the big thing. Kind of regretted some of my purchases. I've gone outside of my comfort zone and bought things I really didn't want. Like rhythm games. I really don't like rhythm games. And I went and bought out the Hatsune Miku DX, and it didn't feel like the way I wanted to. The graphics were kind of meh. They're all chibi and like pixelated and kind of wanted to be like the PS3 game. But yeah, what do you look for in games and all that fun stuff? And also, do dogs bark? Can you even hear that? Have a good night anyway.